way we do this, we will go live into the coffee house in a little bit and talk with some of the folks there. But our panel right here at the table in front of me, from my left to my right, if I were dealing blackjack, it would go this way over at Firekeepers Casino. They're celebrating their first anniversary, by the way, the casino this week. So I'll be there later today doing a little investing and judging. They're going to have for their employees, they're going to have a singing competition like American Idol, and they've asked me to come and be one of the judges. So I'm not sure if I'm Simon, Paula, Randy, whatever, but I'll be having fun over there today celebrating a business, doing successful work in Michigan, Firekeepers Casino. Now, successful work here in Lansing. We'll start on my left at this virtual blackjack.
Gosh, and this is Cheryl Freeborough from Hyundai of Lansing, and I'm lucky to be with all the men today. No women on the panel today. I think it's the first time for me, so I'm very fortunate.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
What did they say? A rose between all the thorns.
Oh, is that it?
That's
there you go.
Yeah. And today I do want to say that if you have a chance to come out to Hyundai of Lansing in Grand Ledge, we're having a fundraiser today for juvenile diabetes, which we're all going to be walking in, and it's God, I'm blank. We're selling food.
Oh. All right. Like a bake sale?
A bake sale. Yeah, a bake sale.
All
I'm
right.
blank all of a sudden. A bake sale we're having to raise funds for the juvenile diabetes, which is a fabulous organization. We have a young technician that actually wears a pump. If you don't know about juvenile diabetes, Google it, because it's a really, really scary thing for children that young children get, much different than when adults get it. So it's a good opportunity to take a peek at that.
Thank you for that. They had an event at Walnut Hills on Monday, a big a golf tournament, in fact. And
yes.
They had a helicopter drop and all that sort of thing. Douglas J. was involved,
Right.
Scott Weaver there, and so we appreciate that. But can I ask you a couple? Oh, wait a minute. Let me go around the table, but I got to
Okay.
ask you a couple
Oh,
quick things.
okay.
That's Cheryl Freeborough. And now to her left and my right.
Good morning, Scott Farragon with Cartridge World. Very happy to be here. Back in town, actually, from a vacation into Toronto with my family.
Toronto. Why'd you go there?
Actually, my wife and I both have family from there.
Oh,
so
no kidding.
it was a lot of visiting with distant cousins, and then at the end we went up to Niagara, took the kids up to Niagara, did Maid of the Mist, and had a really good time.
That's fun. I was in Toronto this time last summer and had a great time.
Yes, it is. It's a lot larger city than what I expected. I mean,
What's that
even
about?
some of the, I don't know the exact numbers, but I know even some of the outlying cities, the suburbs, I mean, you go in there and they've got the population for all the cities, and they might have 200,000 in some of the cities to just
the
outside of
suburbs.
downtown Toronto proper. Yeah.
Where'd you stay?
We stayed in Oakville one night. We stayed downtown Toronto, actually right across the street from the old Maple Leaf Gardens. So I take a couple of pictures from there.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of the street,
Yeah,
but
they
it
have
was
some great
right down.
hotels,
We
yeah.
went for a walk, and Maple Leaf Gardens was right there. They're actually getting ready to turn it into something else, a shopping plaza or
Oh,
something
are they?
like that. Yes.
Yeah. The Hockey Hall of Fame is right down there, too.
We visited the Hockey Hall of Fame. We're driving by. Well, rather than walking back, why don't we just pull in here and?
Yeah. Why not?
Yep. Steve Eiserman has a bunch of stuff there because he was inducted here not too long ago.
Last November, yeah.
Yep.
Oakville's where they have the Canadian Open. They didn't have it there this year. They had it down at St. George's, closer to town. But Glen Abbey is the golf club that I was at last year for the Canadian Open, and we stayed at. I've been there a couple times and stayed at the Royal York Hotel downtown, which is a pretty good spot there. But I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah.
Terrific. Did you go up in the CN Tower?
We did not go up in the CN Tower.
It's the Eiffel Tower of Toronto.
Yes, my wife and kids were in Chicago a couple weeks earlier, and they had just done the Sears Tower there.
Oh, yeah.
So kids were okay with not going up in the tower.
Niagara Falls is a gas, though, isn't it?
It is. It's a lot of fun.
And it's not. How long was the drive from Lansing, or did you fly?
Well, we drove into Toronto, and then so we left from the Oakville area. So that was only. It seemed like it was about a little over an hour.
Yeah.
We stopped in between and visited with someone, so it kind of broke the trip up.
All right, Canadian vacation.
Yeah.
And how long from Lansing to drive to Toronto?
It was about 4 hours.
That's all.
The
That's
border
not bad.
wasn't bad at all. Either way,
You made good time. You
Yes.
went through Port Huron.
Port Huron, yes.
69 all the way across. Sir, welcome back.
Well, welcome. Yeah. Good morning. Craig Godfrey with Godfrey Weisberg, CPAs and Advisors. We're helping clients, business and individual, avoid the pitfalls of income taxes and planning for the probably most probable tax increases that are going to occur at the end of this year. And Yeah, thinking about Toronto and the CN Tower and that glass floor that you can
Yeah.
walk on and look
Yeah.
right straight down. It kind of gives you that
I don't like
that
that
feeling.
stuff.
At least me, I have trouble with heights. But and I guess the what's in Chicago, the old Sears Tower. I forget the name of the new company that owns that. But
Willis
they've got
Tower,
now,
I think it's
Willis.
called.
Yeah,
Willis.
they've got those glass.
It's a box.
Floor box type
Sticks
of thing
out from
that's
the
now
side.
that's right. Yep, that you can go out there and you're how many floors up? You know,
You
100
can
and
pretend you're a
something.
stockbroker.
That's right. Exactly.
Don't jump.
So it's yeah, right.
And at the third base position.
Good morning, Bob Hedlund from Hedlund Plumbing, and it is just great. What a weekend! It was beautiful weather, but beyond that, it was really fun. I spent some time up in the Traverse City area with a family, and my son is home from Germany for a few weeks, and just spending the time with him on the water, and my daughter, and just my parents were up there, and it was just an absolute great weekend.
Where did you stay?
Right near Elk Rapids.
Oh, okay.
Is where their place is, right in that
So
area.
that's
and
on the
just north of.
East Bay?
It's on the East Bay.
Yeah.
Yep, right up there
that's
on Elk
fantastic.
Lake, and yeah, just a beautiful area, and we had perfect weather, and nicest part is just having the quality time with him, taking it all in while we can.
Where will he go back to and when?
He heads back August 9th to Spangdahlem Air Force Base over
Where's
in
that?
Germany,
And
a couple hours out of Frankfurt.
what is his
and-
name and rank?
Adam Hedlund, and oh boy, what is his rank? I can't
General.
remember. General. Yeah. Maybe someday, but no, he's over there, and so far it hasn't had any deployments or anything. He had a kind of a near miss, if it will. He went to Iraq for a week, and the mission got canceled, and we sent him back to Germany, so he kind of ducked out of that one, fortunately. But yeah, it's been really nice having him home.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to hear that. I don't know if you heard, but I was in Kennebunkport over the weekend.
We
and
did.
Spent a little time in the company of the Bushes, which was pretty exciting. I saw him taking his speedboat out into the Atlantic with the little Secret Service boat trailing right behind, and sat at services in the same row, in the front row with.
Did you sit along the rock wall? About 6-7 years ago,
You've
we
been
took
there.
the kids and we sat along the rock wall,
Yeah.
right across the waterway from his cottage.
Oh, right,
to watch
yeah.
the same thing, the boat, the Secret Service,
Yeah.
and that was so cool seeing that.
Fidelity
And,
4.
Yeah. Yep.
And he waves, and he's amenable. And when I was at I was no farther from the George and Barbara than I was from you across this table at Sunday at
Wow.
St. Anne's. And so for me, it was a really, really neat experience. I had an awful lot of fun. And I'm told by the golf professional at Cape Arundel Golf Club that the day after I left, he handed the president my book, my architecture
Wow.
book, with a personal note from me. And so he has some of my other books because we almost did a project together once, but it was nice to have it hand-delivered like that by
Very
Ken
nice.
Rayner there. So
How long does a previous president have Secret Service following
Forever.
around? Forever. Wow.
it's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And so when we're at the services there were 2 Secret Service men in the back watching. You know, it was a small congregation of 50 people, but there were no metal detectors or anything like that. But they're everywhere. And how would you like to get that detail? Kennebunkport in the summertime, you get your own little boat.
Yeah.
And when he
That's
when he
tough.
calls and says, I think I'm going to go out for a spin, you hop in the boat and drive around the
Gee, I guess
cove.
I'm gonna have to go
That
and
is
vote.
perfect.
Yeah.
Follow him
Yeah.
around. I
That'd
mean,
be great.
that's pretty good detail, I would
I
say.
think so.
Considering. All right, now what we're going to do, I'm going to stop talking for the rest of the program because we have with us a special guest, and I know this is the kind of thing that your business and the people listening, their businesses pay a lot of money for. Expert
we do.
public relations advice. And we're going to be a fly on the wall and listen. And your calls are welcome, too, at 888-900-9966. We are going to meet a man who has worked with companies like Chevrolet, Ford Motor Company, Kellogg, and many more. Fifth Third Bank, Accident Fund, Wendy's. He's going to give us PR advice, the modern variety. When we come back in 4 minutes, it's Michael Patrick Shields, Mid-Michigan Business Wrap with Craig Godfrey, Scott Farragon, Bob Hedlund, and Cheryl Freeborough. Stay tuned.
I have to leave.